MacLeod, there's Distaggio back at you with the HearthStone video. And I guess this season I am making a run. I am making a run for, I don't know, Legend, I guess. New expansions coming out, a lot of things going on in Hearthstone. It's a great game, you guys should download it. It's a free-to-play. I have 2 series going, 1 free-to-play series, and then I also have 1 series where it's my main account, which is not a pay-to-play. It's not really a pay-to-play game, it's just a game that has spent some money and gotten some good cards. Anyhow, so let's go ahead and do a ranked play. I've actually been doing a Grim Patron Warrior. Go ahead and show you that deck here. That deck is essentially this version here. It's on HearthStone.com. This is not a very original deck here. It is original in some regards, not a lot of. This is the best Grim Patron deck for me. It just seems to work very well, and I have been doing very, very well with it. So I cannot complain whatsoever. And if you guys are unfamiliar with what a Grim Patron deck is, then it is essentially a combo deck, and I'll explain more as I play, which is just more fun to do it that way. I'm going to grab a screenshot here of the deck, and I'm going to save that down. All right. Is that it there? Alright, so that's how we're rocking and rolling here, guys. Grim Patron deck, and I can post the link to where I found this deck down in the video description. That will give you the play-by-play. I'm still not very good at mulliganing. I tend to mulligan incorrectly. I tend to do the combo correctly and whatnot. It's just that I'm not super good at mulliganing. I'm doing very good against aggro decks, doing good against every deck out there in the current meta, except for Handlock, and maybe also some of the control-y priesty decks. They're a little trickier. So what I tend to do when I'm going for mulligan here, so I'm playing Druid here, it's probably Oil Druid or Mech Druid. There's really only 2 versions of Druid right now. I'd be surprised if it was anything else. And that's a combo deck. What I want to do is I want to try to get to my combo faster. They're not very aggressive normally unless it's the mech version. So I'm going to actually keep this hand here again because I'm just not super good at comboing. And all 3 of these cards, two of the 3 of these cards give me draw. And yes, there are 3 casting costs, but I'm okay with that. I can live with that. Rogue is not a super fast deck. Again, we'll see here on their first or second play if they are a mech deck. Oh, look at that. I got my combo pieces ready to go. This is going to work out very well for me. It looks like he's playing on turn 2. Rogue typically will dagger up here. They'll use their ability, Dagger Mastery, create a 1/2 dagger. And that gets their combo. They're essentially a combo deck as well. I haven't seen any drops yet, so I'm thinking it's not a mech deck. I'm just kind of reading out loud in my mind what I believe is occurring. This is my thought process. It's no one else's thought process. I do not like YouTube videos of Twitch streamers that do not talk. And so I tend to not Twitch stream, but instead I will do YouTube videos where I commentate on every play, you know, and I just kind of tell you what I'm thinking here. I do have to go fast on this deck a little bit, and so with that in mind, I am going to do this play because what I'm hoping for here is I want an inner rage draw. If I inner rage draw, I can actually lay out the patron next turn and make 4 of them. The Deathspite would be my activator, so I cannot do that at this point, unfortunately. He does have a Wicked Knife up to 3, so I wouldn't want to summon this. And he doesn't have any minions out there. I really don't have... I mean, I'm just going draw here. See what we get. Execute. When I'm not going to attack, I'm saving this because the activation, the Death Rattle, is to deal 1 damage. That's my activator. I also have a Whirlwind activator, so I can make 4 Grim Patrons next turn. And that is what I may do. It just depends. Now, I'm not wanting him to do some of his combos where he just uses his weapon to destroy all my minions. So I am wanting him to do what he just did, which is attack me, taking my armor down to 5, so I have 30 health, 5 armor, and he rebuilds the dagger. And he doesn't have any minions out. I'm trying to avoid the oil combo here. So I'm on turn 6 here. This is the point at which I can create a significant, or I could wait till turn 8 to do quite a significant amount of damage on one turn. However, I'm not thinking that's a good combo here. He's got a lot of cards though, so that's where I am thinking, I don't know if it helps me to wait to do all this on one turn, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he has any good way to kill me at this point in time, so it might be interesting to see if a Warsong Commander would last out there. But I'm guessing that would not last very long. So it's like I don't just want to armor up and say go. I kind of want to do something. And so I could do this, Whirlwind, Death's Bite, and maybe that's the play. I mean, that'll make 4 Grim Patrons basically, and I can end the turn. Let's just see what's up his sleeve here. This alone can win a lot of matches if done on turn 5. Now this was a turn 6 Grim Patron, so 4 Grim Patrons on turn 6 is not so great. Phantom Knives will take 2 of mine out, but we'll build 2, so that wasn't like a super good play for him. Now if he's got the oil and the thing where you fling your blade and just deals its damage to all minions, that would be a bad news. Oh, look at that. This is what's so nice about Grim Patron, is once you get like 6 of them out there, it tends to result in a forfeiture. So anyways, that's unfortunately not very entertaining to watch that, but fun for me to win without much effort. And that is how Grim Patron works, and it's not a very expensive deck to build. Look at it. I mean, Emperor Thaurissan is probably, what, the only real, that's a legend. It's a little tricky to get, right? But